Hi there, it's Weyes here. Bring all of you some wise words. Once again, let me start by saying I love you. I love all of you dearly and deeply, and hope you're starting to love yourselves. So, what are we here to talk about today, guys? This subject, I believe, is very important to everyone. Everyone, young, old, short, tall, any color you want to pick out. Everyone. And I can't wait to talk about it. Actually, I've been thinking about doing a video on this for a while now, and I finally just got up enough. I don't want to say information because I've had tons of information. Maybe I feel like I've built up a good enough rapport with you guys to talk about it. So let's talk about it. The subject is exercise. Now, don't stop the video. Stop. Don't hit that button. Don't hit that button. Just listen for just a couple moments, and I promise you, I'll tell you some good information about exercise, and maybe just maybe, if you listen, it'll give you a reason to implement some exercise into your own life. And if you're already exercising, give yourself a pat on the back for why it's doing good things to you. So, let's talk about it. First, let me tell you the benefits to exercise. Everybody knows that it can improve your cardiovascular health and it can also improve your muscular endurance. But did you also know that it can lower stress levels? It can increase the amount of serotonin that is in your bloodstream, and it can also help you feel better about yourself, improve self-image, which is what we're here to do. We're trying to raise our vibrations. So how better to do it than to think more positively about ourselves? Because more positively we think about ourselves, the more positive we think about the world, and then we spread that love and joy. So I believe there's a huge misconception about exercise. People look at exercise like, oh, that looks hard, or some people, not all people. There's a lot of people, like, there's a huge fitness revolution actually with home workouts and pop-up gyms all over the place, 24-hour fitness, lifetime fitness, anytime fitness, just tons of fitness everywhere. But there's a lot of people that still look at it as something that they want to have nothing to do with. Like they don't have enough time or they don't have the energy. Well, the funny thing is about doing exercise, it gives you more energy. It actually shows you how to balance your time better, because once you start getting into a routine, it's almost like an addiction. A good addiction, but an addiction nevertheless. I believe why a lot of people start to exercise and then quit exercising. I talk to a lot of my friends who ask me, like, how do you stay working out? Well, for one, my workout partner is a nut job, and she doesn't let me slack at all. But besides that, once I started getting into it, I saw the benefits that it was giving me. I saw my self-image improve, but not only that, like I said, my cardiovascular health, my overall health improved. And once I got into a routine with it, it just became something that I wanted to do all the time. And it's just like anything, the more you do it, the better you become at it, and the more you start to like it. With exercise, though, the number one tip I want to give you, besides telling you reasons why you should do it, is that when it comes to exercise, do the exercise that you know that you're going to do. If your friend tells you to run and you hate running, don't run. If you get with or you go to one of those free trials at a gym and they tell you that you should do more weightlifting, but you don't currently like lifting weights, then don't. The best exercise for you is the exercise that you'll do and do consistently. Once you get the routine down with that, then you can explore or expand your boundaries as far as exercise and fitness goes. So with me, I've been exercising for a very, very long time, but I've worked out with people that haven't. So in the beginning, maybe they're a little adverse to lifting weights, or they're not flexible, so doing certain moves just aren't looking as fluid as other people doing that move. So people tend to get discouraged. What I would have, and I'm not a personal trainer, I've read books on personal training, I've lived with a personal trainer, so I know a bit about it, but trust me, I'm not a personal trainer by any means. But the things that I've noticed is people tend to get discouraged in the beginning. So if you can avoid that discouragement, what you will get is a person that's more confident and willing to do more exercise and explore different type of fitness routines. So like I said, if you don't like lifting weights, don't lift weights. Maybe try something like plyometric exercise or cross training exercise. Some people who need to get their cardio in but hate running on a treadmill or getting on the elliptical do something called HIIT workouts, which is high intensity interval training, where you get your heart rate up very, very high and then let it come down slightly and then get it back up very, very high. Usually it's something like 2 minutes on, 1 minute off, something in that range. And that's a very, very effective way to get your cardio in. Other ways of getting your cardio in, you could take up a sport like kickboxing, or you could take up a sport like swimming, which is a very, very low impact cardiovascular sport. There's tons of ways to get it in, but the biggest thing is try something that you know that you like and that you can see yourself doing consistently. The reason that I talk about consistency with exercise is that if you're doing exercise to get results or see results, you will not get them unless you do it consistently. There's a lot of people that they start on their New Year's resolution or whatever it might be, trying to lose their baby weight after having a child or get into their wedding outfit, whatever it is. They start down that path and they do not see the instant impact of the exercise that they're doing. And that's another way that people get discouraged. It's only a hump. There is something called the plateau effect when you're exercising, where if you're doing a certain exercise for so long but not pushing your parameters of that exercise, you will hit a peak or a plateau where it feels like you flatlined as far as progression goes. But then when you get to that point, what you want to do is, like I said, expand your parameters of fitness. So, if you can avoid those little, and I call them little because they are, it's all mental. I talk about it a lot on here, but it really is all mental. It's all how you talk to yourself. If you talk to yourself in a positive manner, don't say that you're bad at it. As if any of you guys have ever done P90X out there, Tony Horton will say, it's not that I'm bad at it, it's just that I currently struggle with it. That you're getting better at it. It's all a progression. We're always growing. We're never the same person for more than a moment. So as long as you give yourself that get out of jail free card, that maybe that you struggle or you're not so good at balance poses or something like that right now, or lifting weights or cardiovascular exercises, just know that it's all a project and it takes time. So that's why you have to stay consistent, because if you start something for 2, 3, 4 weeks and you get that initial benefit and then you don't see anything happen after that and you get discouraged and you quit, well, why did you even start in the first place? At least in my opinion. So guys, I just wanted to give you this video. Hopefully it wasn't too long for you. I know a lot of people try to avoid the fitness subject if they can, but I needed to talk to you guys about it, especially with some of the videos I'm going to have coming out in the future. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, or subscribe, whatever you want to do. And as always, infinite love, peace, and wisdom.